To-do-do. Hello. Mm-mm-mm. Mute that. Good morning. Hi ho. Hi hi. Hi ho. We might just need to call this like highway, because hi ho is gonna be an interesting name. Yeah. Hi ho. Hi ho. Yeah, both of these names look good. They just don't have the breakouts yet. And then obviously PCLA looks good too, right? It's more of a double top than anything else on this one. So that thing is gonna need to who we talking about hosts? Hi hosts, Andrew. Um yeah, there's some other really good random names too, like VIVK, OPTX, right? AIRE, TIVC. Like those names don't look bad at all. I think so we'll eventually get to talking about those names. You know? Nothing funny happened in Discord this morning. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Yeah, you guys are missing out, I'm telling you. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Santa's been nice this morning. Santa brought the ho hos, and took a trip on the sleigh, right? So trip looks good, right? So yeah, those were the two main names. OPTX sounds good. Sounds good again. Good morning, everybody. Let me take a look at. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything else. Virus, not trying to flex, but it's worth it. Hashtag levels. Flex virus. Come on, flex. I like it. 54 months. How many 50 somebody do the math? What is 54 months? Um somebody help me out with yeah. Anyways, virus, let's go. Came for the jokes, came for the breast milk and whatever else virus came for, you know, and 4.5 years. Yeah. That's 18 years and 2 months. 150 years. I know. It feels like that, doesn't it? Ah, I like it. I like it. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, we came for the for the breast milk and found a brotherhood instead. Let's go, virus. Let's go. I like it. Yeah. 4.5 years. Craziness. Isn't it crazy how time is flown? It's crazy. Yeah, it was just 2020 and Yogi. Uh yeah. Time really does fly. It really, really flies. It doesn't feel it feels like it's been a year. No sound. You probably have me muted. Yeah. I should got some more water if I sat down. But I'll get some water later. Maybe that's a horrible idea, because once we get into the flow of all this, it's gonna be yeah, maybe I should run and get some water really quickly. Yeah. Love it. Came for the boom skis. He came for the boom skis. Yeah. Most people came for the boom skis and stayed for the roasting. Pyro's having yeah, it was a good time to start that channel, Pyro. Yeah. Precious metals have been on fire. Silver, beautiful. Beautiful. Can we go back in time a year, Pyro? Just a year. You were thinking of buying Trip at $1.55. Okay. So you didn't buy then? Yeah. I think Rob said something earlier too. I probably missed it. Yeah, exactly. Right. So like again, if you were a member this morning in Discord, like we said this yesterday too, right? Sometimes the holidays are are nice because people just wake up early in the morning and trade the first, pre-market and then the first hour, especially until lunchtime. And it's like, we really don't need to be here, right? It's holidays, we have family, we're traveling, blah blah blah, right? So there's no need to be trade, like, so the markets become really slow, right? So then if you need to wake up a little bit earlier and make your monies and then go enjoy your family time, that's usually how the holidays are, right? So I think last year we mostly spent time in Discord, right? We spent like a week or two in Discord making monies earlier, and then and then everybody goes and does the thing, and then we come back after the new year, right? Which is exactly what we're going to do this year. So yeah, we'll see. Cool. So again, if you're not a member in Discord, you are missing out. And Rob, I like tell them not to have emergencies, so you can cook, trip, and hoe, you know like you did this morning. So I like it. But yeah, so trip has been really nice. Obviously, it's still up 83%, 84%. Like, look at this chart, right? To me, when you see these massive pumps and dips like that and consolidation, this smells like opportunity, doesn't it? Right? Pump, dip, curl, pump, dip, curl. Look at that, right? Over and over. So obviously now we have a lot of resistance here, right? As soon as we cross above a dollar 70, you can see that supply zone, get thicker and like overlaid, right? So there's a lot more resistance up here. So maybe after the market opens, Trip can break out of that resistance. I'm trying. um, so that looks good. Ho is another one too, right? HIHO. Maybe I shouldn't call it Ho, because then virus is anyways. uh ho hasn't been, anyways. He ho. I mean, now he ho sounds like one of those, when you go to one of those Asian countries, and you know now that we're going down this path, that whatever name we call it, it's not gonna help. uh I'd upgrade, but it's sold out, Tiffany. Yeah, no, the all the other memberships are sold out for now. So after the new year, maybe a strong maybe. We'll see. So yeah, when those memberships become, whichever one becomes on sold, probably going to be very limited for like an hour or so. Anyways, HIHO is come on, Tim, you're not really helping. Maybe I should go get some water now. Maybe once I go get some water, guys, we can all reset. Um, but who am I kidding? You guys are like that. So might as well just chill. Anyways, so for HIHO, um, highways holding highways. Is that where they do the whole stuff on the highway? Anyways, highway looks okay. It looks one of the strong names, obviously. For now, you're gonna have support closer to $1.20. I'm gonna drop a line closer to $1.20 here. So if we do dip, right, this would be a good level to watch, right? And then in terms of a breakout, obviously we need to clear this, the supply zone. So again, you can look for closer to $1.65, $1.70 at the top of the range there. You can see how we're mainly in the middle for now, right? So we're gonna need to break out of that, sideways pattern there. Cool. So those are the main two names for now, guys. Trip looking like the better one for now. But again, these are the two main names for now. So if you're wondering which of these names to pay attention to, PCLA looks interesting too, right? As long as we stay above that 50 EMA for now at the open, we'll see if we can stay above. And then, like I said earlier, there's some other random names that look interesting too, like OPTX, right? So holding a nice base, right? VIVK did well too. Trying to break above the VWAP there. If it can, that'd be good, right? Some of these are just micro pennies. Air was on here. Look at Air pop into the into the open, right? Like Air looks really good actually. Right, so nice little pop going into the open, right? TIVC. So the few, yes, we like these two as the main plays, right? Trip, obviously, again, looking like the better one for now, but there's some other random names that we'll get to once the market opens. So, um, alrighty, ready to go. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already, please and thank you. I would appreciate that. So take a second, smash a like nice and early, and let's get to cooking. Alrighty. Let's see. And we are open for chaos. Open fuzzy chaos. One second. Open for chaos. So it looks like HIHO is again. This is typical, right? Market open. So there's really no rush into any of these names, please. Alrighty. HIHO is I think looked like it wanted to hold down for a second there, but not quite yet. Cool. TRIB, like I said, TRIB looks like the better one, but again, it's still the market open. Some of you guys are in positions already, so that's good. Right? But again, just be mindful that you're at resistance. This one does look like the best one for now, though. TRIB. Maybe that's a good thing though, so we can start making HIHO jokes. But again, the danger of all of this is that we just opened already. So we just opened. So you're gonna get volatile candles, whether you like it or not, right? So you're gonna get those volatile candles, and it doesn't mean that the stock isn't good. You're just so the usual conversation is if you want to be safe, just give it a second at the open, right? You see that candle? That candle went all the way down and all the way back up, right? Like that's what I mean, so you're gonna get volatility. Look at that. That candle just exploded back to highs of the day. So we just made brand new highs on TRIB, right? From the bottom to the top, right? So you're gonna get some nice volatility, whether you like it or not. So if you're in TRIB already, type yes in the chat. Again, these candles would need to be closing above that 170, 175 ish range for confirmation to the upside. So for now, we're still just going sideways. Alrighty. HIHO, there's really nothing happening here yet, right? Doesn't mean that it's not good. It's just not doing anything for now. Right. See, a lot of you guys are in TRIB, right? So, yeah, most in and out, yeah. Yogi, yeah. So very nice, right? So to me, this one for now looks like the better one just because of how it's performing, how it looks, right? But the other names we still like, right? So this looks okay. PCLA is still dipping here, so there's nothing to see there yet. OPTX, like I said, right? There's some other really random good stocks too, but they look good. So OPTX with a nice little pop there. AIRE came all the way back down, right? So for now, the main two names still TRIB and HIHO, right? And then yeah, sure, we can OPTX into the list as well. HIHO. See again, there are a lot of you guys are holding TRIB, but I bet you a lot of you guys are also holding HIHO. Yeah. Watch the 200 EMA, Goma, right? So watch that 200 EMA at the bottom. So you're green in that position for now. Not a whole lot, but green, right? Hopefully we can get above $1.50 and then start pushing for that 165. And looks like TRIB just like sitting in the middle here, doesn't it? Good morning, Greg. Ayo. Good morning, everybody. I missed you. Good morning. I missed a whole bunch. Alrighty. So yeah, let's see if we can break out. One of these names can actually give us the breakout. Pizza. Yeah, mystery. We always miss you. 144. Come on now. Something give us the breakouts. So it looks like we're coming back down to retest the downside to TRIB. Right. So closer to $1.55. If we want to extend that $1.50, hopefully that a little 5 cent range holds as a nice base, and then we can push back above 170. Alrighty. HIHO is pushing back up to $1.50, which is nice. Would be good to break above that level, right? So we mentioned OPTX. OPTX does look good, doesn't it? Right. So nice pop there. We're testing a supply zone, obviously, but that was a nice bounce. So that's why we have these names on here, because again, we have a whole bunch of stuff that looks good. Sometimes you just never know which of them will actually just cook at the open. Right, OPTX with a nice pop there. Again, just be mindful though. So $3 to 310, right? You could almost that entire 20 cent range is always going to be your resistance. So if you're in a position, just be mindful that you're at resistance. Cool. Yeah, 150 is going to be a problem for HIHO. You sound like you have a giraffe coat, moose in your sinuses. They're having a party. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I do feel like I'm, making progress. So hopefully that is the case. Hopefully that's the case, so I can hit the mountains next Monday or something. I'll leave on Sunday, you know? Anyways, yeah. So both of these names are still just playing in that same range. This is why though, guys, like we really need those breakouts, right? Really, really, really important. OPTX is still in that same top range as well. Looks good though, right? Some of you guys are most likely holding OPTX as well. There goes 310. So we're venturing into the supply zone. I'm gonna drop a line there, right there, right, right there. See, we can close above. Again, HIHO is still looking okay. We just need some breakouts, right? TRIB is retesting the downside to that, right? So $1.50. Let's see if that candle can close somewhere there. Alrighty. Again, this is why it's important to not be rushing. Really, really, really important to not be rushing at the open, guys, right? Unless you're really consolidating or unless you're breaking out. Do you see a breakout on TRIB, guys? No, not really, right? So it's easier for people that are in positions already. They can manage those positions. But when you're really trying to buy something at the open and you look to the left and you're like, oh, there's my resistance, and this is the open and you're trying to catch that thing right there, what are you doing, right? You're playing with fire, basically, right? So we haven't really consolidated yet, so we need to consolidate. We have a demand zone coming up, so hopefully a consolidation there and a curl, right? And then HIHO is the one that's bouncing up the 200 EMA, but we also need to break out here. Type yes in the chat if you're holding Ho. Type yes in the chat if you're holding this one. My cough is gone. Not completely. Still there, but I think it's manageable. Manageable, manageable. OPTX is looking good, isn't it? Yeah. See, I knew it. Tony, you better your wife better not find out. Otherwise, you're holding a yeah. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Hashi? Okay, sounds good. Uh Unbelievable. Yeah, look, it looks like again, like we know there's gonna be resistance if even if it's just a psychological level at $1.50, right? So this level right here is acting as a bit of an obstacle, right? So again, this is why it's so important to get breakouts at the open because people tend to FOMO into the breakouts, right? So when you look at a name like OPTX and you're like, this wasn't really doing anything, but it did break out, right? So and then people FOMO there. PCLA is recovering nicely though. Look at that curl, right? Look at that beautiful curl on PCLA. So double bottom of the 50 EMA, solid bounce, right? Daryl, good scalp. Very, very good scalp. This is actually a really nice double bottom demand zone and up to 50, right? Bounce. Like that's really nice, isn't it? So yeah, if you were watching that and you took a position there, that would have been really, really nice. Obviously, you have that resistance coming up, which we're kind of sitting there now, right? 23 cents ish on PCLA. So just be mindful. And yeah, yeah. Daryl's been cooking those. So again, HIHO needs to break above $1.50 there at some point. TRIP is trying to bounce off that demand zone and the VWAP, so that's good. So those two names have work to do still. PCLA, obviously, you know what to look for there. And then again, OPTX has done well, so that's nice. Maybe HIHO is gonna do it here though. Where's the volume? What did you do to the volume, Rob? You can't just keep hiding this volume in pre-market. You have to say, hey guys, let's save some of this volume for you know what I mean? Unbelievable. Yeah. Dan, you know, you couldn't just say good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. You couldn't just say it. You couldn't just say good morning. uh, unbelievable. Ah, there goes 25 cents on PCLA, 25.50. That's a really nice bounce. That's a very good bounce. Type yes in the chat if you're holding PCLA. Oof, damn. Damn, guys. Type yes in the chat if you're holding PCLA. And you better be locking better be locking in some of those gains. Men's is halted on it if anybody's really paying attention to that again today. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. No, this was a sweet double bottom there. Right? Sweet, sweet double bottom. So yeah, PCLA. Very nice. HIHO is still in that same range, guys. We can't seem to break above $1.50, right? You can see where the problem is at, right? Um TRIB, right? So again, no breakouts, right? So the other two names that have done well are the two names that are broken out, right? So OPTX is just flying, right? Do you guys see why we harp so much on the fact that, like, when you're looking at something at the open, right? When you're paying attention to stuff at the open, you need to pay attention to the ones that are breaking out, right? So really, really important. Why? Because we're playing with retail. Good job, Greg. That's a really good scalp. Very excellent scalp, right? So we say that so much because it's one thing to have a favorite name, but it's another thing to see what the market's showing you, right? And always remember, like, the one thing you should always remember is who you're playing with, right? Who are we playing with? We're playing with retail. What does retail do really well? Retail FOMOs really well, right? We have seen people buy stocks that went from 50 cents to $8 and say, "Oh my goodness, but Beyond Meat is the best stock ever. It's the hugest. It's huge." Anyways, we've seen people buy stocks that went from $14, right? $14 to $3,000, and people were still buying at $3,000. Why do you think that is, right? So the FOMO aspect to these momentum stocks really, really important. Shut it. ah, hey, Caitlin, I wasn't talking about you. Anyways, but you know what I mean, right? So, like, we can look at these names and say, hey, like, this is our favorite stock. But if that stock doesn't break out, people are just gonna watch it, right? People would rather buy HIHO at $100 than they would rather, buy it at $1.30. Why? Because at that price, it's breaking out. So HIHO needs to break out. I like what HIHO is doing at the bottom though. Like, it's consolidating at the bottom. It's holding $1.30, holding the 200 EMA, creating a demand zone. So in that case, like, this is still good, right? Trip is still fine as well, but these things need to consolidate and curl, right? So for now, the ones that are actually consolidating and breaking out are doing better, you know? Anyways. Anyways. There goes PCLA. Whew, PCLA looks nice. It's a solid chart. That is a solid, solid chart. Love it. Yeah, so here comes 29 cents and then 30 cents, obviously, right? So 30 would be the psychological wall on this. Right? Really good run though. Look at that. Right? It's nice when charts work like they're supposed to, because this is an easy chart to read, right? It's so easy to read, which is nice. Which is very, very nice. Uh let's see. So almost tapped that 30 cents then. Yeah, here we go. So again, 30 cents will be your resistance there. Alrighty. These two are still kind of dipping. OPTX is hitting a bigger supply zone there. So I mean, psychologically, that 350, which is where that candle went to. Yeah, it's only gonna get worse as we Dan. as we get to the into the rest of the week, and then next week. So that's why we're just gonna spend more time in Discord, playing our momentum stonks. Anyways, if you look at yeah, so PCLA again, that that 30 cents needs to be broken for the next push there, and we're still not getting anything from the other two names. So it's really early still, though, right? It's been 15 minutes, really early in the sense that like the market just opened. TB, TB. What's TB? What is TB? Yeah, so let's see if TRIB can consolidate. Or you mean like TB as in TRIB? Yeah. Let's see if we can consolidate up that demand zone, and then high hold. Let's see if we can stay above this level here. Alrighty, and then go from there. So like $1.25 to $1.20 has been like it seems like a really good spot there for high ho. If we can stay above that level, that'd be nice. All right, just missing the volume. I don't know if the volume will come in or if we're slowing down for the holidays, but hopefully the volume does come into some of these names. Goma, what's your entry price? If you're worried about taking profits, what's your entry price? So again, this level seems to be holding as a nice base. It would be good if we stayed above it, right? So this range here. So hopefully it stays above this range. Alrighty, and then the volume comes back into the upside. That would be good. And then TRIP is obviously finding a bit of support at the demand zone here, so that's also good if we can stay above that. PCLA obviously were 30 cents resistance there, so we need to break above that. And then OPTX looks nice, right? Just have that supply zone at the top as well. So most of these names are kind of dealing with some form of resistance. Yeah, yeah. Also the famous because it's D because micro penny stock, right? It's on here somewhere. The volumes. There goes 330. 330. Uh, is SPY at 686? 686. Why is that? Let me take a look at the S&P. Sheesh, that's a yeah. Nice recovery from the dip skis there this morning. So we're really $4 away from all-time highs now again. Well, send it. You could tell like Trip and HIHO are both at support. They just don't have the volume to curl, interestingly enough. Right? But two names that had a lot of volume coming into the open. A little bit slower now. Yep. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Right. So again, and so maybe that's the point too. Like it's a micro penny stock, right? So it's gonna have volume. Right. Yeah, EUDA. It's a nice little pop. Yeah. This is gonna be a low volume spike hook, isn't it? I like high hose restricted now. Oh lord. Okay. Oh lordy. I don't understand how like it's like it's not restricted and then it's restricted. Maybe these guys are watching the stream. They're like, okay, you know what? So there goes 140, guys. So again, HIHO is holding the level that it's supposed to. Let's hope we can keep holding that level. Alrighty. There we go, HIHO. Come on, HIHO. 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 Hi. Come on, everybody now. All together now. HIHO. 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 All together. Hi. You know when we're Azu. When you're lost at sea. Hi ho. Hi ho. Come on now. 150. That was a solid base, solid bottom. Yeah. If you bought that dip, congratulations, because that was a nice dip to buy. Right? We still need to break above $1.50. Right? We still need to break above $1.50. So that level will be important there. I hope. Yeah, is anybody stuck in is anybody still in KAVL? I think that was a little bit slimy, right? Because when you look at the filing, which is what you're supposed to do, right? Like, when you look at a name like KAVL, right? You're supposed to look at the filings, which I don't think anybody really missed because it really did say that they were extended, right? They're extended till next year, right? So, to everybody's understanding, it's like, hey, that's okay, right? And then they go ahead and do that, right? Because they almost did that voluntarily. So somebody knew that. The shorts knew that, right? Somebody knew that. Um, yeah. So, again, if like the other thing to this though is like when a stock runs up 70%, you probably should be taking gains. Yeah, exactly. It was dirty. That was fishy, right? That was very fishy. You shouldn't be doing stuff like that. It's like I want F you to your shareholders. But again, at the same time, when you're holding a stock that ran 100, like 70% into, always consider taking profits, especially with penny stocks, because they're very slimy. Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of people seem to like with this. A lot of people were taking profits yesterday. I know Rob sold like 75% or most of it, and then kept a little bit for overnight, right? And then most people weren't getting in because it was at the highs, right? So um, yeah. So hopefully no one's. Yeah, there you go, Rob. Yeah, hopefully no one's holding a bag there. Yeah. PCLA is doing a good job of holding the bottom and still like curling. So that 30 cents looks like it's still coming. And then HIHO is pushing for 150. If you're still in HIHO, type yes in the chat. If you're still in HIHO, type yes in the chat. Yeah. Yeah. So a few of you guys, yeah. So again, it looks good. We just have that 150 as resistance. So then you have to make those decisions, right? Do you hold for a breakout? Do you move your stop loss up, or do you just take the gains? Right? TRIB, yeah, TRIB is still dipping. TRIB is not dipping to the 200 EMA. Looks a little bit weaker, right? But yeah, we'll see if we can consolidate it around this 200 EMA already. So watch the magic white line there. There we go. High ho is like, I'm the better one. My name has a high and has a ho in its Christmas subliminal message. Yeah. Ho ho ho. Merry Christmas. Yeah. There goes 154. Hi ho. Hi ho. Uh, yeah, it would be nice to clear all like just clear that entire supply zone, huh? Okay, there we go. Love it. 157. I'm having a talk with the investor. There we go. Looking good. So the high of the day is in pre-market 168. These candles still have work to do in this range, but it would be nice to push into the 160s and then break above that high. But again, look at that bottom, right? Good bottom, good demand zone, good 200 EMA, good consolidation, good pop, right? So nice price action for now. If we can break out, that would be the icing on the cake. Yeah. The icing on the cake. TRIB is trying to hold that white line at the bottom, right? The 200 EMA. So let's hope we can stay above that. Right, OPTX, we're clearly in that supply zone still and failing. And then PCLA, right? So, yeah. Yeah, it would be nice if it broke about 168 pre-market high. Would be very, very nice. DP, were you holding KVL into overnight? You holding HXHX with a bit of a pop. Hmm. Yep. So again, trip is holding the bottom there, so that's good. So try and stay above 140. That would be nice. PCLA, yeah, PCLA is breaking out here now, so that looks nice. See that candle can close above King. Looks good though. I don't mind this pre Christmas price action. It's not bad at all. For the large caps, that's fine. Momentum stocks though, people still want to make money for the holidays. Money's for the holidays. Then again, retail wants to make money all the time. It's the market makers that take time off. Okay. Uh, it is halted up. Can you show ASTI? Sure. ASTI. Yes, it is halted up. Not a crazy run. Not a whole lot of volume, but it is halted up. Yeah. Are you in this one? Is that why you're asking? Yeah. DP? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Hopefully, no one lost a whole bunch of money though on KVL. Yeah, just way too fishy. These candles are still playing with 30 cents here for PCLA. HIHO is between like giving you vibes that it's gonna be the stock of the day, and just or giving you like a vibe of like a stock that's gonna piss you off. Is your Santa today? Yeah, I mean it has that vibe if it can break out. Has been cancelled a few. Yeah, has cancelled a few bags. Good, Vena. Good. As soon as Eric and yeah 10% I think is the goal for a lot of people, right? Eric, 10%. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness. That thing was just a $5.24 like on that on hold. Shish. That thing moved very quickly. Uh Plus the reason for the breakout is reasonable when you check stock tweets equals a buy. Sounds good. Sounds good. As long as it's working though, Eric, right? As long as it's working. Yeah, I like it. Absolutely, Dan. Yeah, absolutely. La, la, la. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Anyways, yeah, you can tell like HIHO wants to go. You know, it really wants to go. Question is, where's the volume? The volume is running over to ASTI, and TRIB is still just sitting above the 200 EMA. Maybe we just have too many options, you know. Hey, yo, Devin, fourth entry. Okay, good job on scalping it. Good jobs. Do, 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 do. There goes 156. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah, that supply zone. And also, if you look to the left hand side, right, you can see that like this level is not exactly an easy level, right? So, but it looks good though. Here goes high ho, high ho, high ho. There we go. High hos. Come on now. There we go. Here we go. Hi ho, hi ho. It's up to the moon we go. Do. Anyways, that's just a double top though that we hit for now. It's just a double top. So that thing needs to break out. But then if we break out, we're gonna start singing, huh? Hi ho, hi ho. It's up to $2 we go. Do. Come on now, bring your kids. It's the holidays. Your kids are waiting for the Christmas presents under the tree. Bring them. Hi ho, hi ho. It's time to squeeze we go. Do. Come on guys, all together now. Hi ho, hi ho. Come on. We're about to break above that high. Come on, there goes 170. Hi ho, hi ho. It's up to new highs we go. Do. uh, come on. Love it. Let's see if we can close that candle above that breakout though. Again, type yes in the chat if you're still holding high ho. Ayo Mushashi. Good morning. Delirious. No, I'm just, yeah, I'm just. You should pizza, yes. Do it. Why is this guy shorting? We're looking for Upski to take the. Yeah, Alex? Who's shorting it? Yeah. Tiffany, you do need a new horse, so you better be in something that's going up, you know? Otherwise, there's no hope for you. uh, no, I haven't taken anything today, actually. All I had this morning was some water. Nothing else. Like, no cold meds, nothing. You got stopped out? Yeah, it just wasn't, Yeah, very nice. Your whole family has the flu? It's okay, bring them along, Caitlin. Bring them. We can sing hi ho together, we get cured at the same time. Yeah, I bet you it's the worst. Between and Jolly. Yeah. Yes. Making pie? Ooh, that sounds fun, Tiffany. Sounds fun. A lot of fun. Okay, yeah, so yeah, let's see if we can close above this previous high, because we're not quite doing that yet. Alrighty. But like I said, this thing has done a really good job, right? So make sure you have good stop losses, no diamond hands, please. Alrighty, we look good for now. We're simply just trying to break above that last high and close above. If we can, then okay, cool. To onto the next supply zone, right? And then we'll go from the ASTI still halted at 605. OPTX again, nothing's really happened since hitting that that 350 resistance level. And then PCLA, we know that 30 cents is going to be a problem, and it's still struggling with that area, right? So for now, the main stock is HIHO, HIHO. I mean, I told you guys we were gonna have fun, right? If HIHO was the play, okay? Yeah, I think we wanted it to be the main play, whether we wanted it to be or not. But anyways, yeah. Before it gets higher, lower. No, we just need to keep going higher and higher, higher and higher. 169. Sometimes I always have a hard time like putting these resistance lines at the levels that make sense. Sometimes you just want to put them at like psychological levels because you know that's going to be the main problem, right? Well, it doesn't count anymore, does it? Huh? Oh, 813. Okay, then we. Ooh! Look at that. Look at that. Hi ho. Hi ho. Let's go. Love it. All together now. Hi ho. Hi ho. It's off to the moon we go. Do 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 do. Hi ho. Hi ho. It's off to the moon we go. Santa's coming, guys. Yeah. Anyway, see, this is a better way for us to go than to talk about hoes. Anyways, you know what I mean. Two 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 two. Hi ho, hi ho. It's up to $2 we go. Two 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 two. Move those stop losses up though, please. Alrighty. Congratulations if you're still in this one. Move those stop losses up or scale out on the way up, please. Alrighty. So we look good, and let's hope we keep looking good. And so high of the day for now is 196. That was a pretty nice candle, wasn't it? Pretty nice candle. Very, very nice candle. La 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 la. There we go. Let's go, Miss Tony. Yes, in the chat. I like it. Yes, in the chat. AFJK is halted. Why is it halted? Nobody cares. Why? Because hi ho, hi ho. It's up to the moon we go. Okay, so there goes $1.91, $1.92. Let's see if we can push for the $2 level. We are looking good. Obviously, we're getting that golden candle, so just keep that in mind. Alrighty. The golden candle. Yeah. Yeah. 193, 194, 195. Very nice push. We're back to the highs of the day, so just retesting that high from that last candle. That looks excellent. ASTIs are also on halted, guys, for anybody that was in this one already. This one's on halted. A high of $6.86. Right, and it doesn't quite look like it's done yet, does it? So yup. Anyways, so that looks, oof, look at that. All the way back to the top again. 690, 705. That thing is flying. Damn. Goodness gracious. Good job, Dave. Tony, good job. Anthony, yeah, good job. That's a good scalp. 150 to 190 basically on high ho. I like it. Well done. Okay, again, so just be mindful, right? That $2, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be taking profits right below $2 here for high ho, right? You know, so you go do high ho things over. Anyways, let's leave it there. Happy all that attitude, nowhere to grow. Oh my goodness. You know, I wish Peter, came skiing so I could show him my, punishment on the hill. You know where I would take Peter? I would take Peter to the top of the mountain and say, okay, I guess we have to go down, right? You can't leave. What are you gonna do? Call a helicopter? Well, time to go down. You're gonna roll down? Ah, don't worry, Vita. Don't worry. Don't worry. Of course, why would you take your phone? Huh? Why would you do that? Unbelievable. Hi ho, hi ho. Here we go. Can we break above $2 already? Hi ho. Let's do it. Let's do it. TIVC with a nice pop too. Let's go. There's hi ho, guys. Back above $2. I like it. 202. I like it a lot. Woo wee. Let's go. Santa is here, guys. Santa is here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Thomas, 145 sold at 185. You made some nice monies again, right? So you're well over 25K now. Good. Well done. Congratulations. Well done. Yeah, love it. Again, if you're still holding high hold, type yes in the chat. If you're still in high hold, type yes. And this is a really good chart, right? So again, you guys notice how, like none of the good things really happened, right? And we say this every single day, right? What are the two things we need to see at the open to get into a position, guys? What are the two things we need to see at the open to get into a position, right? Regardless of whether you like a name or not, what are the two things we need to see, right? What are the two things we need to see to get in? Have a great day as well, Bets. You're done for the day. Good job. Yeah, good jobs. Yeah, no, it's been a good pre-market. It's been a fairly good open. Uh, yeah, there you go. PCLA. Well, so you're technically not red or green. It bailed you out. Okay. Well, Thomas, work in smaller losses. Alrighty. That's your one thing to work out. In 2026, take smaller losses. Yeah. Good job, Tiffany. More shopping money. We need to see trap shorts now. Right. Desmond has half of the answer. Right. And then the rest, I'm gonna leave it up to just. But yeah, no. So the breakout was really important on this one. Yeah, right. And then Mike has the other half of the answer, right? So we often talk about, like, when you get to the open, guys, look left, right? Look left and look for that pre-market level to be. So two things you're looking for: we need to break out or we need to consolidate, right? So when you look at a name like HIHO, clearly again you have all of this resistance here, right? All of that resistance right there's a problem, right? And also you have the support at the bottom, right? But the most important thing here, like we said earlier, is people are willing to buy anything at any price. It just has to be breaking out, right? So in this case, we eventually had the breakout, and then we've had no red candle since. Is that a coincidence, guys? That nobody wants to buy this thing at this price? It's like, no, no, I'm not gonna do it. But I'm not gonna do it. Oh my god, I'm gonna buy it here. Why? Because it's pumping. Oh my god. I like to buy high and sell higher. Anyways, so nice run on this, and then your next resistance is gonna be 220 because it always is, right? Psychological level more than anything else. So hi ho, 320, 220 resistance. Cool. TRIB finally reclaimed the 200 EMA, but obviously not out of the woods yet. ASTI is halted down. Yeah, yeah, wrinkled. I think, are you still in that position, or you're out of it? Like you went in. Where did you end up buying? Where did you buy at? Yeah, where did you buy at? Let me know. You're out of it. Okay. Yeah. So here comes a HIHO retest of the 9 EMA. So let's see if we can stay above the 9 and then go from there. Doo, 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 doo. Good job, Sam. That was a good scalp. Very, very good scalp. Doo, 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 doo. Okay. Sold way too early. Couldn't trust the market. Gain. Yeah, exactly. And then, man, as long as you made money, don't worry about it. Right? As long as you made money. Chris, what's your question for OPTX? What's your question? What is your question? Let me know. So yeah, let's see if we can kind of reclaim the 9 EMA for HIHO and then get back above $2. La, 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 la. Alrighty. PCLA is still kind of sitting in that same range too, above the 50. So watch 25 cents as your support and then 30 cents as your resistance. Yeah, OPTX. Yeah, it's back above $3 already. Right? Yeah. So they basically just came back to retest the 200, I guess, and then slowly curled back up. So not a bad bounce there. I hope. I hope. ASTI is unhalted. MD, you said you were in this above $6. So you just FOMOed into this, huh? Yeah. Hype jumping ship from what? What did you get in at? What price did you get in at? Let me know. Downtrend break? Not quite yet. So you need to get back above 310. And then at that point you're really close to the supply zone. So this trend is gonna have a lot of work to do. Right? But yes, it's not quite breaking yet. It needs to get back above. You went in at $6.30. You're basically back to break even now, right? So that's good. If you thought that was a mistake, maybe get rid of it at break even if you thought it was a mistake, right? So you're kind of getting saved there, right? You have to make a decision though, because that thing looked dangerous for a second there, right? Very dangerous for a second there. So you're back to break even now. Your entry was a complete gamble, by the way, right? You just randomly bought this thing on the way up there, just pure FOMO, right? So, but again, you're back to break even. You're green on that position now, right? So make a decision. If you want to hold, that's fine, right? If you want to sell, that's also fine. You just have to do something. Cool, especially now that you're in the green. Look at that. So you got saved. Yep. So it looks like we're still dipping for HIHO, right? So 220 resistance broke below that last $2 level and then retesting something, right? Potentially that 200 the 50 EMA here. So closer to $1.70, right? That level that we struggled with. If you look to the left, you can see it, right? So the top white line there, maybe that's just a retest of 170 there. So let's see how close we can get to 170 and then see if we do consolidate. And then ASTI is at 670, 680, right? So yeah, you should be very happy with your position for ASTI there. Is it halted up now at 690? It looks like it's halted up. Yeah, there you go. It's halted up. So 687. So MD, are you happy now? Miss Tony, that was a very good scalp. Glad you took the profits too. SPX and was sitting on momentum of last. I don't understand. Yeah, I think yeah. Yep. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not leaving runners. Yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. Are you happy now, MD, or did you take gains? Yeah, so for now, watch $1.70, right? The closer we get to 170 for HIHO, let's see if we can consolidate at that level. Alrighty. That was the breakout spot, right? That was the breakout spot. So again, I say $1.70, even though we mentioned this last time, right? Like we could easily move this line a little bit higher and it would still be okay, right? So again, you can see on the left hand side here that the congestion was right in this area. So we're basically retesting the breakout, right? So anywhere in that little 5 cent range, 170, 165. If it can consolidate and curl up that level, that's still okay. It halted before you could sell. Okay, that's fine. You're nice and green now, right? So just be ready to. The next on halt should be higher than this. So hopefully closer to $7 or above, right? So then you can you could take even better profits, right? So just be ready though. Don't let that thing don't let that thing scam you because you're not gonna be happy. TRIB, yeah, just playing with the downtrend there. So it needs to get above $1.50. Hi, Jonathan. Yeah, so it looks like we're holding 170 for now, back to 180, which is good. Which is good. Which is good. POM is pushing. POM. What's with these names today? What's with these names? On you. Yeah, so another retest of 170, 165. Let's see. Where's this candle gonna close? Uh, so again, we're still testing and kind of holding for now. See if we stay above it. Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, that's why sometimes Bailey, honestly, like it's and like it's better to to take some of those gains in the way up than have that stop loss, because again that stop loss is a scam, right? Because the candle is doing exactly what it needs to do, right? Like the candle still holding 165, 170, which is the range. They just had to just had to scam it down, right? Just had to scam it down, right? But that's a pretty big drop. You're letting it drop though before that stop loss. Like that's 220 all the way down to $1.60. That's a pretty big stop loss, right? So you're giving it a lot of room. You did? Okay, good, perfect. Okay, yeah, okay. Now I see why the stop loss was loose then. Could you please help SIDU strong enough to reach $2 even after the offering? 145. TIVC does look good. I know some of you guys are asking for this one. It does look good, right? So yeah, this was obviously one of the names we were looking at in the morning as well, right? So nice little comeback to the upside. Nice little comeback. Okay, let me take a look at SIDU quickly here. So you're in at 145. 145. That's your entry, 145. Oh, that's not bad then. You're green in that position. I think for now you're not that I think for now your next resistance is 165. So that level is going to be important, Angel, to break above. Um, if I was in your position though, as ASTI is unhalted by the way, above $7 now, back to brand new highs of the day. So that looks very very nice. Congratulations, MD. So again, if you wanted to sell, well, right, you have the time to sell, or you could simply just move a stop loss up if you wanted to. But yeah, so if I was in a position with SIDU, I think your main concern for now is staying above $1.40, or simply just staying above $1.35, which is the low of the day. So pick one of those two levels and set a stop loss. Alrighty, because the rest you have no control over. So yeah, yeah. Do you sold the position though, Thomas? Or you're still in there? And so when you tell me that it's letting you down though, Thomas, I look at this and I'm like, you probably bought this thing in pre-market, right? If you bought this thing after the open, you have a lot of work to do over the holidays because that's not something you should have done at all, right, Thomas? Because your position sizing might be too much, which I think you need to reduce your position sizing, right? But you also need to like improve the entries, right? Because when I look at this, I don't think this stock should be like this stock like didn't let you down. You let yourself down. I mean, that's usually the case, but in that case especially, I don't see any surprises there. Yeah. Again, that 160, 165, 170 support, right? Yeah. 165, 170 support for HIHO. We need to get back to singing our song, guys. HIHO, HIHO. It's up to two, we go. Hey, we eventually made it to $2, by the way. So the song works, right? Look at that. As soon as we start singing, look at the size of the candle. Can you imagine if we sang together, guys? All together? Oh my days. Oh my days. Can you imagine if we all sang together? Hi ho, hi ho. Look at that. It's the cup syrup. No, it's not. It's working. Look at this. Another fat green candle. As soon as we say hi ho, it's up to two, we go. Do. I'll shut the stream off. Come on now. It's working. Ah. I know. To improve your entries, you could try. You could try. But yeah, no, good bounce for now, right? So that level's holding. Let's hope we can get some higher lows and keep pushing here though. Most importantly, already, because if we get some lower highs and we break below that bottom, then then you're gonna have a problem. You're going to have a problem. Going to have a problem. So again, nice little curl now. But I think what's more important here is we need to get some higher lows and some higher highs. Okay. It goes 186, 187. Come on now, get us back above 190. 188. I like it. If you bought the dip on high ho, type yes in the chat. If you bought the dip on high ho, type yes in the chat. Uh, somebody's going. Yeah. I mean, hey, it worked. Yes. See, criminal. See, every time we sing, somebody buys. Look at that. Look, it's working, guys. Every time we sing, somebody buys the dips. Look at that. Yeah, Yogi. Come on now. 194. Hi ho. Hi ho. It's up to two we go. Do. And thrust. You know? You can bring your kids. You can bring your. Anyways, let's leave it there. uh, yeah. So, anyways, people are gonna keep taking profits around $2. So just keep that in mind. If you bought that dip, stay green, right? Scalp it. So scalp, scalp, scalp. What's your question, Harman, for ASTI? Ask me questions, guys. You know, it's the holidays. I need to start slapping some of you. You guys know what I'm gonna say, right? Like, oh, when you spam a ticker symbol in the chat with the question mark, what do you think I'm gonna say, right? Can you help me out with, Yet you guys keep sending me rubbish. I'm just gonna keep ignoring you guys now. Ignored. Ask better questions, please. Let's go, Jason. What happens when Jason sells? Hmm. In this case, though, Jason's selling right at below resistance. So, yeah. What's the meaning of life? What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is enjoying the passage of time. Alrighty? That's the meaning of life. Enjoying the passage of time. Cool. Uh, no, this time's different, Jason. You're selling right at resistance. It's different. That's not fair. Yeah. Yes. Pyro? Yeah. I heard that somewhere, and like usually when people say like what's the meaning of life, this question's been answered so many times. But the answer seems a little bit too much of a, you think about it too much, right? But this time it just resonated. It's like, huh, you know what? That really is it. Yeah. Yeah. Obvious, Tony. Yeah, that too. Yeah, to crush your enemies, see them driven. Yeah. Doo-doo. Yeah, no, ASTI is halted down, guys. Hopefully you took those gains already. And then people taking some profits here. What I would like to see on HIHO is just a higher low, right? A double bottom, not so much, just a higher low. When is the day BTC pumps? BTC is a scam. Uh, Everybody's going to buy silver now. Like Bitcoin? Oof, what is that? What is that? Yeah. Now when you say you own Bitcoin, you know what? You know what? You know what you're gonna see? Think of this GIF. Okay. When you see 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 you know when you see yeah. Why are you gay? Huh? You are gay. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. Yeah. Anyways, back to HIHO. Cause yeah, that's Bitcoin. When you think of Bitcoin, think of that GIF. Do I think XRP is? What do you think of XRP? Is it another Ponzi scheme? Ponzi scam? Yeah. XRP is an even more gayer version of Bitcoin. Gay. I'm joking, by the way. Yes, I am, Jeff. Am I selling? No. If we crash, am I gonna buy more? Yes. Yes. So am I joking? Yes, absolutely. Um, yeah. Is Bitcoin gay though? Yes. Is it a scam? Yes, it definitely is a scam. But then again, what isn't a scam? Is there anything that isn't a scam, guys? Anything? Name one thing that isn't a scam. See, nothing. So yeah, if you want to own XRP, do the research, right, Brittany? Do the research. Invest what you can afford to lose, right? Okay, fine. Pyro, come on. You just had to ruin it. Come on, Jason. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Ah, rubbish. That's true. HIHO is not a scam. Well, I mean, if you go to Thailand, you will find some HIHOs, HIHOs that are scams. I like what this is doing. Look at this, guys. Maybe HIHO isn't a scam, you know? I like it a lot. Yeah. HIHO, HIHO. It's up to two. We did make it back to $2. So maybe because we sang about $2 is like the level, you know? Let's go, Raven. Yeah. Bull isn't a scam. Say that with a straight face, Dan. Say it with a straight face. And you made money in just two, but you're green. That's as a win, I think. But I think I got lucky. No, I mean, again, I think we say this all the time, and people don't like quite like understand that it's true. Is you took six trades, four of them were losses, two were wins, and you still made money. That's how it should be, right? Like, you know, again, I know people that have a win rate of less than 50% and still like are very successful, right? So if you can manage those losses and keep them small, it has nothing to do with luck, right? So maybe a little bit, but again, keep those losses small and the luck will be on your side, right? But now, if you hold one of those trades and you just decide to diamond hand it, y- you're gonna be a he-ho and a she-ho, right? The market will use you and send you to the bridge. Yeah, there you go, Bilal. Right. So, yep, I had a win rate of and I was losing money. Yeah, Jason. Yeah, that's the flip side, right? Like you can win a lot more, bro. Smaller wins and bigger losses, and you're still a hee-ho, right? So, it's not curling up. Yeah, SID is a hoe. We knew that though. We knew that already. Okay, so it looks like we hit that $2 resistance, guys, for high ho, and I wonder what the YouTube algos think. When all they hear is high ho. They're like, oh, what's going on here? Anyways, yeah. Mark, you sent me a Christmas gift? Oh, let's go. What did Mark send me? Mark, did you send me a DM? Okay, let me take a look. Uh, no. Okay, so those are the contra. Okay. Oh, you did AV, yeah, AV as well. Actually, yeah. I like that. I like that, Mark. Yeah, yeah. I like that. Okay, where did you send me a gift? I didn't see. I didn't see, Mark. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I didn't see though. Merry Christmas. Are you going anywhere for Christmas, Mark, or you're staying with the family? Hi ho, still looking for that $2 breakout. Still looking. Let's see. Oh, I see it now, Mark. I see it. I see it. Okay. Let's go, Marks. Staying local, drinking wine. Let's go, Mark. Thank you very much. Um, yeah, of course you're drinking wine. Mark makes his own wine, by the way. Isn't that cool? Mark makes his own wine. That's cool, isn't it? Yeah. See, if I drank wine, I would yeah. Mark, yeah. You're done for the week though, right? You're done for Christmas? Yeah, you better be done. Yeah, yeah. Have a Merry Christmas, Mark, to you and the family. Much love, and I'm sure we'll chat as the holiday goes on. But you do, Mark. Actually, you really do. You really do. Yeah, you really do. And then I will definitely do some wine sipping. Yeah, you should do it. So $2 is definitely a problem, guys, for HIHO, right? So again, a lot of you've done really well. If you bought this thing off that retest, right? Again, this was like a predictable excellent level, wasn't it? So it's clearly a problem. It's clearly a double top. It's clearly a retest and a boom ski. So that was nice, right? Nice, quick scalpy, and then resistance. I think Luna made some money on this. Luna, I saw your comment as we read multiple comments and you respond to one, but you forget about the other one. Luna, good job on that scalp. Yeah, you have succeeded. Let's go, Mike. Let's go. Yeah, come over, Mike. Yeah, yeah. And then we can go skiing or something. Gabriel, good job. Good jobs. Luke, have a great day as well. Glad to see you doing better. Thank you very much. You made some monies today, and you're done for the day. It's also your wife's birthday. Oh wow, let's go, Luke. Thank you very much, and have a Merry Christmas. Happy birthday to your wife already. We were doing a one-on-one, and was that your wife coming in, Luke? Yeah, probably, right? Happy birthday to your wife, Luke. To your wife, Luke. Alrighty, and Merry Christmas. And I see you in Discord. Yeah, AFJK. AFJK is just a crackhead of a stock. A crackhead of a stock. TIVC is done okay since anyways. AFJK. SIDU doesn't look horrible though. Yeah, that's a pretty nice pop. I think again with stuff like this, like I often remind you guys, with stuff like AFJK, you can't really track it to on a day-to-day basis. You basically just have to look for like previous day breakouts, honestly. Right? That's what you have to look for, right? So if you look at this and you're like, okay, you know what, the high for today is this price. Well, look for that breakout the next day because that could be the catalyst of boom skis, right? So that's how you have to treat some of these names. Hi Robert, I'm on vacation and I don't use the anymore. My card has been. Why would you come on? Don't make me find you. Can you please check where's Robert? Robert is not even on stream, Kamal. I'll send him this message, but he's gonna ask me questions that I don't have answers to, right? Like what's your Algo username? What's your this? What's your just send Rob a DM in Discord, Kamal. Right? Like YouTube chat is not the place to do it. You're on vacation? Yeah. I'll send him a screenshot, but you know, he's gonna have questions for you. Right, Kamal, yeah, make sure you like if you're, it creates a headache for him too, though. So like if you're not, you want to make sure you cancel that stuff if you're not going to use it, right? So it's a little bit easier, you know. Cancel stuff, please and thank you. I like it. I like it. 2, 4, 5. Good. Okay. So it looks like AFJK is pushing back up again. HIHO is still testing the downtrend line, the 50 EMA as well. So we'll see if we stay above. TRIB is still holding the 200 EMA. So is this something we're going to keep looking at? Yeah, definitely. Just saying hello from to third place, Pablo. It's 3 out of 20, right? Yeah, it's 3 out of 20. So yeah, Yeah, see again. So if you go to the Algo website, Kamal, there's Rob's email is there, right? The reason I say that is because I sent him that message, Kamal, and he doesn't even have your email to even get started, right? Like there's no information. Um, Pablo, unbelievable, unbelievable. Don't worry, Pablo. I will cook you. Don't worry, just wait. Speaking of which, like, who has more points actually? All of this noise, Pablo. All of this noise Pablo's making. Who has more points? Let's find out. Who has more points? Whose team is technically better? You know? Let's see. So Pablo has, of course I do. Of course I have more points than Pablo. Of course. What would you expect? You know? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All of this noise, Pablo, and I'm still beating you. Unbelievable. Rumton, I'm gonna have like I feel like I have to, right? Feel like I have to. Or I could just bench him for 1 week and then decide. You know? Yeah. You see this? You see this noise, Jeff? You would think Pablo was, Pablo was in last place. Pablo was like it's been game week 19 now, coming up, or 18, right? I've been beating Pablo for 18 weeks. 18. He's finally caught up. Finally. And I'm still ahead of him in points. And he had to use a chip to beat me? He needed an advantage. Ah, ah, not for long, but for now, yes. Yeah, no. So again, HIHO, you can see the downtrend that the algo has formed there. So that's kind of what it's trying to hold, right? Yeah. So it's doing a good job there of holding that level, right? We still do need to get back above that $2 though, but um, yeah, good progress on this for HIHO. Let me see here. It looks like Kamal. If you're still in the chat, I think Rob found your username probably. So he's gonna cancel it and refund you for the last month already. So so your stuff should be fixed. Pablo, I didn't use it on you. Rubbish. Unbelievable. So other than high ho there, everything else just seems to be ranging for now. Can I talk about TIVC again? What's the question, guys? Right? What would you like to know? Right? What would you like to know? Yeah, Pyro. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah. So Rob's gonna cancel and refund your monies. So you should be good. So you can enjoy your vacation, Kamal. Uh, you're gonna buy the dips after sellers get exhausted. That's always an interesting balance. uh, don't worry, Pablo. Don't worry. Just like last year. Don't worry. Jay, yeah, usually we do. Just haven't had the energy to do anything extra. Yeah, maybe. Jeff? Yeah. MSAI. Again, I know the daily on this one looks good, right? 50 cents. It's breaking 50 cents. The daily was nice. It came all the way back down because I think that's what we were looking for, right? So it broke below that level, but then it consolidated lower, which is more important, right? So this is why we always say like, okay, you know what? Like even if you're looking at a level like this, like let's say you're looking at this level, right? Like this is the level you're looking for double bottom, right? It's like okay, it's right there, right? But then if we get there and it's not holding that level, let it go because you find a better level, right? So I think what's happening now is you're basically just retesting the breakdown spot, right? So it's done a good job bouncing. So you're happy with that? I know Raven was in this too, but I think he took profits, right? So good consolidation, good pop. Now I think you're just battling with to see if these candles can break above like 50-51 and close above. So I would give it a bit more time, Jeff, and see how we look at the end of the day. Unless you're just happy with the gains, then that's fine. Right? That's completely okay. But you're not gonna know that for now, right? So. That's the only downside is you're gonna have to risk some of the biscuit to potentially make more, but you are in resistance there. So the question is, will it break and hold that level? Okay, back to high ho, guys. High ho, high ho. It's off to two we go. Do, and here comes $2. So this stock has been the best stock today, right? And there's nothing better, when your name has ho 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 in it, right? For the holidays. I mean, what more do you want? You know if it breaks down the trend line, we're in trouble. Yes, correct. It did not though. So the trend line is holding like a gem. Look at that, right? Beauty. If you're still holding high hold, type yes in the chat. If you're still holding a high hold, type yes in the chat. Because this chart has been beautiful, right? Beautiful. How many times do you want to scalp this thing, right? You want to scalp the trend? Okay. You want to scalp the retest? Okay, cool. You want to scalp the curl? Such a nice, nice, nice chart, huh? I like it. You're in at 150? I like it. I like it a lot. You took some profits. Good job, the guy. Left 200, Larry. Good job. So well done. Second time, Chi. Yeah, I like it. Well done, guys. Uh, yeah. Honestly, Jeff, that's just way too slimy, right? If you could do all the digging you want, right? And the research shows that like they don't have to do anything till next March, right? They've been extended till next March. Yet the company decides to, just anyways. So stuff like that is just, that's why people don't like penny stocks is because you can do all that research and everything looks okay and you still get screwed. But yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Looks like AFJK is halted down. Halted down. Yeah, let me think. Yeah, so $2 is just acting as a big big obstacle there. Um yeah, there we go. Inverse Kramer. Inverse Kramer is beating Nancy Pelosi. Shish, that's crazy, isn't it? To know that there's an ETF that just goes the opposite of what Kramer says and it beats Nancy Pelosi is wild, wild, and crazy. And yet the dude is is out there on TV. Out there on the TV. Crazy. Uh, what is the name of the algo? It's called the Bull Bear algo. You won't be able to find it though. It's an invite only indicator. Yeah, I read that's the problem, right? It's like it's not us listening to him. We know that. We already know that, right? I think the age of social media, like we're not gonna fall for that. But imagine the people, like the older people that call in and listen. Those are the people losing money. That's quite sad. Like someone's like, hey, you know what? Uh, This guy's cool. He's on TV. Let me call him and invest my monies. Ah, bye. Next day the stock is under the bridge. Seriously, like it's crazy, crazy. Honestly, yeah. This is why like my favorite thing is technical analysis. And is all of the information I need to know is in the chart, right? Like sometimes yes, you need to do fundamental research when you're looking for long term investment, right? But honestly, sometimes, most of the time, the fundamental analysis will be reflected in the candles as well. You know, it's like if you're looking at Tesla data, right, and you're like, what do people think about this? Go look at the chart, right? Then you're like, oh, you know what? And so, yeah, exactly, right, exactly. We're in a really tight range here for HIHO, right? Really tight range. You see how we keep failing at the top, but we're also holding the downtrend. One of these two levels is gonna give, right? Like we're just squeezing into the corner here, just squeezing. The range is getting really tight, just squeezing. The candles are getting smaller and smaller. Eventually, one of these two will break. So hopefully, it's not the downtrend. It might be, but hopefully, oh, not the uptrend there, but might be. That's your favorite setup. A high volume getting that fade back into previous. Yeah, I like it. Cooking. Azul is loving the spy cook. Spy cook. Yeah, so HIHO is breaking below the uh, Azul is loving the spy boom skis. Take a look at spy. Not bad. Yeah, we need to get back to look at that dip though. Quite the dip. Need to get back to all time highs. Yeah, the volume is super light, right? Like the volume is super light. You can tell we're definitely not gonna hit the average volume today, but it's gonna be like that. The average volume for SPY is 85 million. 85 million, right? Average volume. That tells you how, crazy, how, big monies, right? This is the big monies, right? For a stock that's $700 to have volume like that, big monies. But the volume today is 15 million, so we're not gonna get to 85 million. It's still really early, but don't think we're gonna get to 85 million because of the holidays. But still a nice looking chart. Still a nice looking chart. And yeah, high ho broke down, so too much resistance around $2 there, and now slap. To look at. No, I do not. Gandhi, I do not. I don't look at that stuff because I don't think it's important. Uh, um, we go back to 2020. We were streaming in 2020, and we were talking about AMC and whatnot, right? And OTEX data or like all of that other stuff wasn't stuff that I was used to. I think the illusion tracker is good data, right? Like that's really good information. So they're not the same, right? One is useful information, the other one's completely useless. Well, maybe not completely useless, maybe like 5% useful, to me at least, to decision making. So dilution tracker, you can actually you can most of the time look, and again, most of this data is there, mostly there to confirm like decisions you're doing from you've made from a technical point of view, right? Like, I want to swing this play. Are they going to drop an offering on me? How much money do they have, right? Stuff like that is important, but it's not the end of not why you make the decision. ASTI, la, 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 continues to climb as the company CMI. Yeah. Oh, HYMC is still pushing there. Hmm. Still, okay. Only thing, yeah. HYMC. Surprising you with all the news? Yeah, I mean, it's holding up well, right? Um, above $1.30. So I think for now, at the very least, it needs to stay above that level. Yeah, at the very least, it needs to stay above that level. So if you're still in a position, watch $1 at $1.30. I mean, if you look at at HIHO though, the 50 EMA, which is the yellow line, it's been a good like trampoline level, hasn't it? I just got a notification that tomorrow's Christmas Eve. We knew that, but isn't it crazy how like quickly the year has gone by? Christmas Eve tomorrow? Christmas Eve tomorrow. Crazy, huh? So yeah, the 50 EMA for HIHO. So that yellow line. See if these candles can stay above. The last three dips, it stayed above that level. So see if we can do that again. You felt it? It's coming. Santa is coming. Craziness. Crazy, crazy. Two. Yeah. Trip how far? What do you mean trip how far? What do you trip is mooning? I don't think I would call that mooning, but again, it's holding $1.30, so needs to stay above that level. PCLA is also trying to curl up the bottom here. So some of these names are trying to come back. Pablo, what did I ask for? What did I ask for? Can you explain how AFJK stock worth 400 million might make such a jump, such volatility, such low volume of less than 30,000? Why is everyone buying such a huge amount of shares there? Yeah, see, I think that's one of those things where like we give you an answer, but the answer, doesn't always make sense, right? So you're wondering why a stock like this can move up like that, right? I wanted to pull up a different time frame. I don't really think it makes a difference though, right? The float, honestly, the float two is not the smallest of floats, right? So there's so many factors here, and the main factor usually is a smaller float, right? So especially with, like, things that connect to a SPAC like this one, right? So we see a lot of SPACs make moves like this, right? Where the float is super super low, right? That it doesn't need a whole lot of volume because the float is that low, and then the spread in terms of like bid ask, right? So you can skip a lot of dollars really quickly, um, without needing a whole lot of volume. So SPACs do that a lot, and low float stocks do that a lot, right? Absolutely, Eddie. Use your wild card in game week 21. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Yeah. So sometimes you're looking for, an answer to that question, but the answer is not that important. Honestly, right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Right. So the answers all lead back to the float, right? So sometimes when people ask a question like that is because you're looking for an answer that you can generalize and say, hey, let me go look for the next one that does this. You don't want to do that because it puts you in trouble, right? Because next time you do something like that, it doesn't always work out the same way. Right. So like I said, just a low float, right? Low float, so you don't need a whole lot of volume, right? Uh, Again, the spread plays a role in that. And then yeah. Just, you in at 585, sure. ASTI $5.85. So you're green in that position, which is nice. Good. Do you have a stop loss, Harmon? Yeah. So what's your stop loss at? What's your I'm gonna say the triple captain for you, Pablo. ASPC. 90. Okay. Okay. That's it. That's it, Harmon. Right? That's it. Sometimes in trading, you make the decision, you make the decision, you execute the plan, right? And then you don't need any questions answered. You know what I mean? Yeah. Don't need anything. That is it. Okay. Anybody traveling for the holidays? Anybody? Pablo, are you just staying in Punta Cana? However the name is. Are you just staying there? Okay, so one and two, and then And it's a good thing you had that stop loss right there, though, right, Harmon? That's what I mean. Like, you don't need, stop loss executed in the green. It's back to the same price you got in at, right? So see if it curls again. Let's see. Sounds good. Nightmare. Maybe that Santa rally is really going to come for the large caps the last week of December. Then Colombia and there waiting for friends from Spain. Ooh, that sounds amazing, Pablo. That sounds like a lot of fun. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. PCLA is back. It's trying to, yeah. So that was a really nice curl, actually. It was a really nice curl. Very, very. This is why, again, it's nice to keep an eye on these stocks curling back above the 200 EMA, Very nice. Good job, Shane. Good scalp. Uh, 64 people? My goodness, that's a lot of people. That is a lot of people, Pablo. But that's what the holidays are for. And I think, yeah, especially when you're, like I told you, the Dominican is like, it's like growing up back home, right? It's always a lot of people. The entire neighborhood, families, friends, everybody. Secret Santa, Secret Santa. That's a pretty nice pop, aggressive pop. Were you in this one, Tana? Were you in this one, PCLA? I know you've been watching it closely. See if it breaks above 30 cents again. I mean, the volume left some of the other names. It had to go somewhere. So the volume had to go somewhere. Yep, yep. No, one of these times though, Pablo, I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to stream from the, like stream from there and stream and then what time is it there right now, Pablo? What time is it? I think that's on my bucket list for next year. Definitely is spend some time in other places. Yeah. So definitely on the list. Yeah, Pablo. Whenever you're bored, I'm not even kidding. Whenever you're bored, Pablo, um, just send me everything I need. That's it. 1 hour later, that's not bad at all, actually. Yeah. Are you trying to, Jason? uh, yeah. So PCLA just made brand new highs. Yeah, Pablo. Whenever you're bored, send me a just DM me some. Yeah, like I'm not joking. I'm serious. Like a place to stay. That's it really. Like I need a safe place to stay, and I don't really need Wi-Fi or anything. I'm gonna get Starlink. So then I could hang out and stream there for a month. Do that before yeah. Yeah, Jason. uh I'll move it for you, don't worry. Not fast enough. You do? Okay. Yeah, see, that's all I need, Pablo. That's all I need, really. That's all I need. Just send me some options. Give me a discount, Pablo. Friends and family discount. Yeah, and then I'll get some Starlink, and then stream and then eat mangoes. Yeah, Tony. Yeah, especially if you're staying for a month, right? Like an Airbnb gets a little bit expensive. It gets very expensive. Yeah, it would be nice to look at both, like like location from the airport for both, pricing for both, and then decide. Yeah. Yes, please. Make it happen, Pablo. Make it happen. This is the first time I've. Yeah, we could either do that, like, you know, sometime at the beginning of the next year, or like after the World Cup or something. You're 10 minutes from the airport. 10 minutes. That's it. 10. Oh my days, Pablo. Make it happen. Make it happen. Unbelievable. Yeah, make it happen. Am I going to the World Cup? Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm gonna go to the World Cup in Miami probably. I'm gonna go with Rob. Yeah. So same thing, right? Probably just an Airbnb and still stream from there. So nothing changes, but yeah. All the Jordan games, Jordan. Why Jordan? Uh, you're from Jordan? Okay, fine. Argentina and Algeria. It's okay. Your chances of. I'm kidding. Last year we did the not last year. The last time we had the World Cup, we did in like a raffle thing in Discord. Everybody puts $20 in or however much, and we get to go through a random draw, right? And then you get to pick teams. So you get three teams or something, right? And then whoever wins, like, so virus ended up with Argentina. So obviously he won the thing. Tim. Yeah, no, I don't want that. Good morning, Spikes. Ayo, ayo, ayo. You Spy's been cooking for you, Spikes. Morocco, yeah, Morocco won the game yesterday for the. Morocco is a really good team. CR7 smooth. Pablo, I'm not kidding though, right? Get me, yeah. And then Pablo and I can, when I'm done streaming, I can text Pablo like, hey, where are we going to get mangoes today? You know, Pablo, make it happen. This one's on you now. You know, and thank you in advance. Yeah, no, PCLA looks really good, really really good. That's a nice comeback. That's a very good comeback in this one. So congratulations if you're still in this one. Type yes in the chat if you're holding PCLA this morning. Spikes, well done. Yeah, 685s. Yeah, I think actually Azul might be in the same ones. Yeah. Let me know when and I'll make it happen. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. La la la. Finn, okay, sounds good. You're done. Okay. Really hope to see you. Merry Christmas to you as well, Finn. And I'm looking forward to a fantastic 2026. Let's go, Finn. Thank you very much. Yeah. Merry Christmas to you as well. And see you later. Do you think Spain's gonna win? Mm. Why? Because of Yamin? Spain does have a nice team with all those boys. Yeah, we'll see. Should be good though. Or France. Yeah, these are two teams that somehow usually end up flopping. But yeah, we'll see. No, Pablo, give me the options, Pablo. And then I'll tell you like, January, March, January, February. So it has to be one of those two first months. And if not, then we'll do after the World Cup or something. Yeah, Pablo, let me know. Let me know the pricing and everything. Please and thank you. Okay. Yeah, no, if you're holding this, Nancy, yeah, you done well with this one. Good job. I know we ain't winning. You don't have to say nothing. Bilal, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's always a bit difficult when you're, yeah. I think that thing, it was trying to crawl, but they rejected it because it's below the downtrend line there. Yeah. Alrighty, okay. So, and then HIHO is still holding that bottom actually, which is nice. So as long as we stay above that 200 EMA, we're gonna keep looking at this one. Yeah. As long as we keep holding. Okay, sounds good. Of course, of course. I want Canada to win. Canada, one of the African countries. Um, that's it. That's it, really. Yeah. That's it. All the other countries, if we that ain't happening. If that's not happening, then CR7. Let's go to Portugal. right? You know, if that isn't happening, then okay, let's go to, all everybody that's on the France team is from Africa, anyways. So we might as well go there. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it. All the other teams. Yeah. ASPC. That's not bad actually. ASPC. That's a nice pop. I think it's halted down now though. Another one of those SPACs. ASPC. Wonder if ASPC moved because of AFJK. PCLA. Hmm. Yeah, no, PCLA has been moving this whole time though. Travis. ASPC. Yeah, we just looked at it. It's halted down now though. Yeah, it's halted down $25. No comments. Yeah, I think it's because people have options to Alec, right? Some people use Webull. Most people use Webull, right? So when you have that restriction on fidelity, people are still okay, right? So a lot of people use Webull. Um, so yeah, yeah. HIHO is not a good stock to have restricted because it's actually been good. Like it's giving you so many opportunities to scalp, so many opportunities. So definitely not the best stock to have restrictions on. $9.80, $9. Okay. So you made most of that money back then, Thomas. Um, you're holding for gold. HIHO. Why would you be scared on HIHO? And I don't know why you'd be scared though, because the damn thing looks good. SOC, yeah, that was a good pop on SOC. It's a yeah. Uh, okay. Positive thoughts. Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, maybe consider like adding another broker. Alec, maybe consider adding another broker. Honestly, because of the amount of restrictions you're getting there, like it just doesn't seem right. Because you're gonna miss out on a lot of opportunities, not because you don't want to, just because of the stupid restriction. I think that's annoying, and it's happening a lot on a lot of really good. Like this is a really good stock. HIHO, you could have scalped this thing so many times today, right? So many times. Every time you did, it would have paid you nicely, right? And for a stock that we liked so much, to have it like restricted, I think yeah. And yeah. Okay, see you soon, Bilal. See you soon. Well done, Spikes. That's a nice green day. That is a nice green day. Can you look at DVLT? You're in at 90.90. Okay. DVLT Thomas. 90. Yeah, these guys have had some chaos lately. Uh yeah. I know there's more to this than just technicals because they actually had bad news and the stock has been plummeting, right? So yeah, you're in at 90 cents. Like it doesn't look amazing, right? Like honestly, if I were you in that same position at 90 cents, just because this isn't really consolidating yet, like I don't see anything positive here, but it could be a good gamble, right? But there's nothing positive, right? So if that's the case, then I'm probably putting a stop loss like really tight, right? Right, the low is 84 cents, right? So I'm either putting a stop loss right below 84 cents, right? I'm going right below 80 cents, something, right? You want to make sure you do something there. All right, you don't want to just sit here and watch it because I think honestly, like it went from 20 cents, 26 cents, all the way up, right? All the way up, all the way up to $4. So who's to say that it doesn't go back to 20 cents? Because that's where it looks. So for now, again, it could give you a higher low based on a breakout retest. But what if it doesn't, right? As brokers, they both have a la, la, la. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Compared to, yeah, there you go. Because of the restrictions are annoying. Yeah, you Maxwell. Yeah, yeah. They make no sense. Like they make zero sense. Like how is a stock not restricted and then all of a sudden it's restricted? Look at that, guys. Look at PCLA. Oof, the size of these candles. Look at that, was a really good retest actually of that 30 cents. You see that, right? Dip, consolidate, and then boom skis. It's always annoying when it happens that quickly though, because if you didn't have the time to get in, but it did consolidate there though. Yeah, that's a pretty nice pump. Yup. 37 cents. It's 200% rally, guys. Shish. I mean, there's a mini supply zone up here at 38, right? Yeah, that's a pretty good move. The market is open tomorrow till 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Market's open till 1 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern time. And then the market's closed on Christmas Day, obviously. And then open on Friday. Why not? Godspeed? Why not? Why not? Yeah. So that's a pretty nice push. Again, 38 is your next resistance, though. What's a beautiful run? Beautiful, beautiful. PCLA is a stock from Japan, and then Sun, yeah, Canadian stock. You can get it. Just need to call Fidelity. Though, yeah, yeah. I can't imagine doing that anymore. The days that I did that, the days that I did that, like I'd have a problem getting into something. I'd call the broker. I just can't imagine doing that now. You know, Christmas is Bitcoin Day. Yeah, exactly. You can trade Bitcoin on Christmas Day. Can you imagine trying to call them when it's time to sell? I think they can set a stop loss for you, but again, what I did sometimes too is they can set a stop loss for you, and you can manage the stop loss, right? Or what they can do is you can call them, they can place a limit order for you, and you can edit the limit, right? So sometimes that works. It's worked for me a whole bunch of times, right? Like the system just wasn't taking my order, and then I would call them, they place a limit order. I would make sure to place the limit order like low, right? Like low. once it was in the system, then I would go in and edit it, right, and say, okay, I could change it up and move it up to like where I actually want to get in. Yeah, yeah. Once, yeah. So if you're okay doing stuff like that, you could try that, you know. But again, like sometimes trying to get in the phone though, it's like, okay, well here, and as time goes on, honestly, the wait time just gets longer and longer, right? Like sometimes I used to be able to call and they pick up right away, right? Sometimes you call and it's like, oh my goodness, it's been 15 minutes. Well, whatever trade you were gonna take, it's not there anymore, right? Can you imagine trying to buy the consolidation, the retest on PCLA? Congratulations, you're not gonna get it, right? Oh, HIHO is dipping, right? And you're trying to sell a position. You're like, oh, there goes the supply zone, right? Wait 15 minutes, you lost all the monies. Yeah, like it's just again, it makes no sense why like a stock is tradable and then is restricted. Whatever. What can you do? What can you do? So yeah, this 38 resistance is a bit of an obstacle there for PCLA, so it needs to break above that. You're in at 185. I would be going right below like a 175 UC. Yeah, it defeats the whole point of scalping. Definitely, definitely does. Yeah. So no, I would be getting I would get a different broker. There it goes, brand new highs. Yeah, PCLA has been a gem today, especially after the market open dip ski there. Here comes 40 cents now. 40 cents. There it goes. 39.99 and 40 cents. Again, type yes, Nancy. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding PCLA. Nancy says yes. Yes. La, 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 la. Salad, you in there? In there like swimwear? Yeah, Nancy's been in there like swimwear. You just got in ISD? Okay. Yeah, no, HIHO's losing some of that momentum, right? So yeah, see if it stays above $1.70 again. Okay. So again, that resistance at the top was a problem, clearly. Just be careful with PCLA at 40 cents there. That level is always going to be interesting. Okay, so 220%, not bad, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Some of these candles do need to close above 40 cents though. Just trying. TIVC. I'm sure at some point something's gonna rotate to something. Not sure what. You know. Interesting. You wanted to dump Travis or what? Why? Are you short? Better not be short. because you're gonna have nightmares. There goes brand new highs, 41 cents. Yeah. I'm sure that golden candle there will, scare people off a little bit, but looks good. PCLA, 35. Okay. Your stop limit at 35 cents. Okay. Good job, Nancy. Good job. Good job. Good job. Yeah, just make sure you're paying yourself on the way up, please. Or at the very least, you're moving that stop loss up 40 cents. HIHO is still holding that 170. Actually came right to 170, right? And then bounced back to 178. So still holding. TRIB just, yeah, look at that, right? It just stalled too much at this recent resistance here. And then they slapped it back down. So lows of the day for TRIB actually, which is not good. So if that candle closes below $1.30, might be officially done, you know? Yeah. Officially done. Uh ASPC is halted up again. It's a very small halt though. Very small halt. And then AFJK is coming. It's actually halted up now too. So a nice little curl. That's not bad actually. Really not bad. Right above the 200 EMA AFJK. So from $80 all the way back down to 45. And then crazy swings. 181 for HIHO. 20 cents. Okay, there you go, Brittany. Good job. Yeah, I was wondering why you said stop limit, but I also didn't want to say anything. um, alrighty. So good job. Good job. Yeah, you doubled your monies, especially when it was at 40 cents. You doubled your monies, so money's doubled. Good job. Good job, Sam. Well done, Anthony. Well done. Huh. Are you guys noticing a pattern? Are you guys noticing something that the green names in Discord somehow, somehow the green names in Discord seem to take the same place? What's up with that? You know? Ah, you can tell like some green names take the same trades, right? Uh, like the gold members take kind of the same trades, and then some of the blue names just cry sometimes. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Anyways, so yeah, there goes a retest. A retest of the little breakout level there, 38 for PCLA. uh Yogi, no, not the blue names, as in, like the, yeah, you're considered a gold member, lifetime gold, same. Exactly, Anthony. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Do, 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 do. Yeah, so education is key, isn't it? Right? No love for legends. I'm kidding, Tim. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. 30 on that retest, and NCL is slowly cooking too. Maybe the volume is rotating to NCL. Let me take a look. NCL. Because we're just going from 1 penny. Yeah, look at that, right? So some of the volume is rotating to this one. Too bad we're hitting a supply zone and getting a yellow candle at the top there, but yeah. No, what happened, Anthony, is you invested in yourself, you know? Yeah, good job. Let's go. Be sure to upgrade your level when it's available. You won't regret it. Yeah. Let's go, Yogi. Yeah. You know what's interesting, Yogi? And since then, right, the price has just gone up, you know. So that was a steal at that point. A steal. A steal. And yeah, no, for now those lifetime memberships are gone skis. Gone skis. And for now all the other memberships are gone skis. It looks like HIHO is just like retesting the 170. I mean that is really the range though, right? We've been to 170, back to $2 a few times now. For HIHO, and then PCLA is obviously still looking for that retest. Looking for the retest. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Please take a second, smash a like. Hit that subscribe if you're new. We're gonna hop off in 15 minutes already. Again, so yeah, don't forget to smash a like, hit that subscribe if you're new. And if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, click that link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot and sign up for one of the legend levels and come join us. Alrighty, come join us. Okay. You could tell like it's, you know, as much as we're getting runners, we're also getting a little bit slower as we go into lunch time. It's gonna be like that into the holidays, which is okay. So if you're taking a break for the holidays, just wake up early in pre-market, you know, and go to Discord, right? Wake up earlier, please, and thank you. Uh, hmm. T-Mac, okay, sounds good. Chat in Discord later. Chat in Discord. And then NCL is still fighting here. 40 cents now. Rotation of the penny stocks. I would join, but I usually just do my research. That's okay, Brittany. I think you would benefit a lot though from joining us, right? Because again, it's less to do with research and more, you know, sometimes, and the research will always be right in front of you, right? So when it comes to scalping and trading, sometimes that information needs to be like in front of you, like now, right? But yeah. Here comes a test of the highs of the day here for NCL. 41 cents, 42 cents. It's a nice run. Yeah. 41.50. Think of how bored you're gonna be, Brittany, when, you know, when we're not streaming over the all of over the holidays. right? Like, let's say we don't stream on Friday, right? And we don't stream till like, after the new year, right? Imagine how bored you're gonna be, Brittany. But we're still gonna be making money in Discord though. Still gonna be chatting stocks, and we're gonna be like, "Where's Brittany?" Anyways, yeah. So a dollar 70 is still holding really well on this. It's just slowly losing the momentum here. HIHO. DVRT is holding that 90 cents, Thomas. So hopefully it stays above that level. Do you have a stop loss in there now, or not yet? And looks like a double top at above 40 cents for NCL. That's the danger with these penny stocks. You don't want to hold them too long. Don't want to be diamond hunting them. They can be dangerous. Dangerous. Anyways, guys, so we're gonna do, so like 12 more minutes, 10 more minutes, and then we're gonna hop off and continue in Discord already. So yeah, let me know if you have any last questions in the next 10 minutes. Yeah. Like myself, Merry Christmas to you as well. Love great music. I like it. Yeah, so have a wonderful Christmas, and thank you for joining us. Alrighty. And we'll see you after Christmas. Uh, see? Oh, actually, we said this on Monday, right? Like last Friday was fun. Yeah, last Friday was the day that we had a stock go up like 500% or 1,000%. It was really good. That's what I mean, right? So somehow when we stay in Discord, good things happen. Do 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 do. Raven, you're about to go bug your wife now. Have a great day, Raven. See you in Discord. It was a good day. Yeah, absolutely, Jay. Absolutely. Here comes another push. Spy's looking good. Spy's like $3 from all-time highs. Isn't that crazy? The level of panic, the level of panic that we see in the markets. PCLA is not PCLA. NCL is pushing for brand new highs here, so that looks nice. Looks nice. See you, Ron. Three stocks at the moment. Feeling one of them was gonna pop. Okay, as long as you're not risking too much. You see how like PCLA is dipping, and a brand new stock showed up and popping, right? So, I think people are just rotating from one penny stock to the next penny stock to so from one penny stock to the next. If it keeps closing below the 200 EMA, then yeah. One second. Bring to a VIVK. That's where you're at now, Raven. Okay, sounds good. There goes the NCL. NCL is flying now, guys. Flying. Look at that. Type yes in the chat if you FOMOed into NCL. Whew, my goodness. It's like one penny stock to the next. One penny to the next penny, to the next penny, to the next penny. So let's see which one catches the vibe next. Maybe it's gonna be MSAI, and then Jeff is gonna be smiling, you know. Jeff is gonna be like, finally MSAI. I mean, it's yeah. I wonder if they're pumping like the ones that are closer to 50 or the ones that are closer to. I mean, obviously closer to 50, but yeah, he almost did. Yeah, and then the usual suspect, right? As soon as you get close to 50 cents, people start taking the money and running, right? So as soon as you get close to 50 cents, then yeah, it's like buy ho. You guys are talking about penny stocks now, but yeah, no. So again, watch that 200 EMA, right? Watch this level here. That level is going to be important for HIHO. Still Greenberg had that yeah, seriously, yeah, that did very quickly. Yeah, that's all you can do, Brittany. Right? That's all you can do. As long as you're learning from those mistakes, that's all that really matters. It's all you can do. Just learn from your mistakes. Any hope for a bounce to 550 area? Is that what you're in at? ASTI? ASTI. You're wondering if it can go back to 550? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you probably got in at 550. Yeah, okay. I mean, so if you look at the last 30 minutes or so, King, it's done an okay, like, so it's done a good job holding 470. I think if I were you, I would probably just put a stop loss right below. I'd put a stop loss right below 470 and hope, right? You cannot control whether it goes to 550, but you can control what you do in this area, right? So put a stop loss. NVIDIA, pump it, 188. It's the right number to be at, virus. And then get back to 200 there. When 200, it's a nice day for NVIDIA. Nancy, have a wonderful day. Good job again today. Have a wonderful rest of the day. See you in Discord. See you in the Discord. Alrighty. Mhm. Beautiful. All those dips, virus. All those dips. If you bought all those dips, is SPY still at 687? Bit of a dip. So is Nvidia though, but yeah, crazy. When's SPY gonna do a split? SPY is never gonna do a split, are they? SPY is gonna be at 6,000 for. I mean, you know what I mean, right? So like six, not six, not six or 600, 6,000. Yeah, they're never gonna do a split because they have other ways to copy uh the SPY anyways, so there's no need for like splits on this. Same way you have like the other big ETFs like the Dow and the Nasdaq and whatnot, so there's no need for that. Would be cool if they did that though. I wonder if it would have the same reaction. Doubt it. From an elf wage increase. Yeah, I mean the elves the elves want to get paid more. Damn, look at PCLA, guys. Damn. PCLA is like, hey, 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 I'm the captain back. Come back to me, please. Damn. Shish. Yeah, these penny stocks are doing really well today. 230%. Back to the double tops. See if it breaks out this time though. 4150. 4150. Craziness. You're diamond handing that? I mean, there was some speculation of BURU pumping because of Trump, announcing something to do with ships and whatnot, warships. But obviously that hasn't happened. So yeah, hopefully they don't do a reverse split on you though. PCLA. Nancy, okay, you have to go shopping, and have a wonderful, blessed day. Glad you. Thank you very much, Nancy. Enjoy shopping. Buy me some cookies, please, and see you in Discord. Alrighty. Here comes a 4150. 4150. Still a bit of a double top though. That thing destroys that level. Oof. 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 To 50 cents. Yeah. Let's see if the candle actually does close above it. ISD. 4170. Still having a bit of an interesting time there. Looks good though. Looks very good. If you bought that dip on this one, you're very happy. Very happy. 43 cents. Cooking. PCLA. Cooking. Same with rare earth. Yeah, probably. Probably. Wait, what happened? Why Canada? What happened with Canada? Leave Canada's rare earths alone, please. Maybe that's what they want to make the trade deal. I can't believe they haven't made a trade deal yet, the US and Canada. Can you believe that? You know what's funny too? Is all the other countries have made deals, right? And they've moved on. And anyways, 38 cents. Okay, I like it. And just try and stay green in the ISD. Yeah. Can you guys be nice to Canada, please? Be nice. Be nice to Canada. We don't have we have high taxes and not all those monies. So we don't have tariff monies. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, there you go. Perfect. Okay. Oh, you're from BC? Oh, yeah. See, I wish I lived in BC because the weather would not be as cold. But I also don't wish to live in BC because we don't have the stupid HST or whatever you guys call it. Yeah, BC is nice though. I consider going skiing in BC, but then I saw videos of like the lines and I'm like, no, BC is like one of the like top five, top three, top five, top five mountains in the world, to go skiing. Right? But then yeah, but then you see the lines. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Especially now, like peak season holidays. You could be standing in line for like an hour to go up the mountain. It would be worth it though to stand in line for an hour. Worth it, but not gonna do that. So just go to the mountains of Alberta instead. For and no, honestly, yeah, just getting silly, isn't it? Candle trader, yeah. Are you in BC as well? You're from Montreal? Oh, cool. See all the Canadians in the chat. Let's go, Canada. Like they have a, yeah, they do. They do, yeah. I think it's just so busy though. It's just so busy. So busy. Montreal as well, Cindy? Oh, wow. The Canadians. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Virus posted something that was good. Accepting losses is part of becoming a real trader. Stop resisting them. Managing them, learn from them, right? So manage them and learn from them. Absolutely, Virus. Right? That's very good. That is very good. I'm gonna steal that by the way, Virus. And then we're gonna post that in the education section because that is very good. Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Yep. Accepting losses is a big deal. Yeah. Damn, Virus. uh Slowly letting them out as I don't spam. Yeah. Yep. No, 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 no. Stick. Is that a? I mean, technically a penny stock, but really not a penny stock. Really not a penny stock, but really a penny stock. Stick. STEC. Finally broke out of something here. Hmm. Something we'll keep an eye on. Anyways, again, let me know if you have any last questions, guys, and then we're gonna hop off and go back to Discord. Let me know. I know that's right. Yeah, let me know if you have any last questions, and then we will hop off and go back to the Discords. So I can do some one-on-ones, because I've been slacking. Hmm. Let me know. Treat yourself like Blaze does with accept it and move on. Ah. Dan, I thought you were taking a nap. Aren't you supposed to be resting? Huh? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Are you doing anything for I think you mentioned something, Dan. Virus, you too. Next year, Virus. Like the one of those apartments by the beach, Virus. I'm gonna need you to just for the month, so I can stream from there, and then we can go to the beach after. Deal? Yeah, make it happen, Virus. Just one of those apartments by the beach. I'll get some yeah. I'll get Starlink, and then we have no problems. Then we can stream from the beach. Nasdaq. I mean, Rob does. Dan does. You're in the beach, Dan? Yeah, yeah. Virus lives by the beach, so yeah, yep. Yeah, I know a lot of people trade. Just futures. Futures. Yeah. Um, Yeah, Rob only trades futures. Well, for the options and futures, but they're kind of the same at this point. Yep. Doo-doo. And then PCLA is trying to come back again for that previous high. This one's been good. HIHO says buy ho. Good scalp there, Rob. Yeah, 18 to 42. Nice. Stick. Alrighty, y'all. And thrust. We're gonna leave it here for the day, though, guys. We'll be back tomorrow, right? Tomorrow is a half day, so we'll be back tomorrow and then call it a week. Maybe, unless we want to stream on Friday. Maybe, or we could, depending on the volume in pre-market. Like if it doesn't look amazing, we just hang out in Discord. But we will leave it here for the day, though. Uh, I just got here. Jeff, do better. Do better, please. Do better. Um, yeah. Have a wonderful rest of the day. If you're traveling, be safe, and see you guys in Discord. Much love. And if you're sick, stop being sick. Don't be. One of those gifts. Alrighty. Have a great rest of the day, Desmond. And Matt, see you in Discord. Alrighty. Thank you, Dan. You too. You too. Thank you, Cindy. Montreal. Love it. See you in Discord, Cindy. Jeff. Yeah, don't forget to smash a like, guys. Smash a like, hit that subscribe if you haven't. And again, if you do want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbots and come join us. Ready? So bye for now. See you guys in Discord. Let's keep making monies. Thank you, Virus. Alrighty, y'all. Yeah. Bye for now. Bye bye.